Welcome to DevOps Tutorials. In this video, I am going to explain version control. If you are getting to DevOps concept, version control is more important. You will be using a version control every day in your day-to-day activities as a software engineer or a system administrator. When you are applying DevOps techniques, it's more important to work with the technologies. So, what is version control system? Like version control, also known as a revision control or source control. Here we are going to see a Git tool. So it's an open source project and it's a distributed version control system. Now, one big question is came like why revision control? Like why version control, right? So developer is used for project code management purpose. Also, a ops team is used for some tools like a scripting or automation task or something. It's required for the some configuration files they need to keep like monitoring purpose. So if there is no version control system, what will happen? So I'm taking some scenario basis. Um, so here like two developer is working on same project, okay, but suddenly one day one person is on leave, so other developer is working on the same file and he is committing some changes, but here he is not committing, like it's a sad path. So if they are overwriting, the old file will be deleted or it's totally gone. So we are not able to recover what change he did. So that is a big problem in the project. If it's any problem happen, recovering part is a big problem. So again, another developer need to have that package. That task is taking more time. So that's a reason distributed version control is more useful, like a version control system is more useful. So here we are using like a Git. It's a Git is a distributed version control system. I'm going to explain like what are the things we can use like distributed version control. Git is a distributed version control system. What it mean distributed version control? Now you can see here like developers, three developers. It's in this pictures. In this means the Git repository is not saved in one place. So every developer is a full repository in the local. It's called like a clone. This makes losing data is less. Most of the company used central repositories like GitHub or Bitbucket. So that it's making more compatible in the automation task. When using the central repository, for developer will push local change to the local developer is changing central repository and also pull new change to the repository. So here some workflow is there, like, so in this part I will take some highlighter one second. Yeah, so here we have a local and then remote. So first of all I'm going to explain like a local. In this we have a working directory and then staging area and local repository. So what is working directory? The working directory, it means the developer is working in a system, it's called working directory, right? And then staging area. So once Git is installed in the system, so we are going to make working directory as a distributed version control system. Like we can use a Git init for that. Once done, so we are adding like any files in the directory, git add command. So what will happen? That directory is having multiple files. That files added to the staging area. So if you want to check that, anyway we are going to see this all in the demo. So just I am giving like what are the stages is happening. So if you want to check, git status will give what are the stages and what are the files is there, that detail. Once you want to commit local repository, you can use git commit, then it will save in the local repository. Then once you want to upload like a local repository to your remote path, you can use a git pull for that. And then the file will be uploaded to git remote repository. So again, you want some new developer is joined or a old developer, they want to get latest package to local, then you can use a git pull command. You can get the file or git status from the local repository to the git merge. We can merge files from two developers to one developer. And these are the things like git tools. So basically we are going to see in the linux system. I'm going to explain using linux say ubuntu system. And if you want, I can add that video in the windows also. So it's git is the command for getting details of what are the commands it's enabled. And source tree also is a client tool of git. And github is a tool, and this is the GUI tool. You will get more detail in this demo. So let's start our demo. In that demo we can discuss what are the things is required, everything. So I'm just moving my